welcome back to my channel where we're about that breaking cycles life. It's another Sunday and a very bleaky Sunday. I don't know, maybe we'll have some kind of tropical warning or storm, you know. What do they call the ones over here? They're not hurricanes, they're typhoons, right? Maybe there's a typhoon heading. I'm not sure. I'll check the weather later. But it's pretty foggy and pretty overcast. But nevertheless, we're here to do the Lord's work. Guys, it's another Sunday and I have another great song for you, right? And I chose this song because, trust me, it's the theme of my life. The theme of my life. And our song for this week's Sunday song spotlight is Wait on You by Elevation Worship and Maverick City. Listen, when I first heard this song, I was like, whoa, you know? I was like, this is my anthem. And I'm very grateful to God, honestly, for giving it to me. Because, like, if you check my playlist, I'll have, like, 90% of my songs are waiting songs, right? Because that is the theme of my life, as I said. Oh, God, and keeping me waiting. It's a real thing, you know. But waiting on God never goes in vain, guys. So never you think that you waiting on Him will ever be not worth it. I've seen Him work in my life, and He's currently working. So just follow what this song is saying. It's pretty long. I didn't even write the outro, guys, because just go listen to the song. I'll link it below, because this song is like ridiculously long, but every single part of it has its meaning, and it just touches you, right? So let's get into it. It says, verse 1, it says, I don't believe in fairy tales. I guess I've outgrown them. But that doesn't mean that I don't believe that there's something bigger than me. Because I've seen in a hospital room when the doctor said sorry, there's nothing more we can do. Well, it wasn't through. Right? And I've heard testimonies like this. And not that I want to experience one of this, but you know, I'm kind of experiencing something similar, but not death-wise. And it is the faith of God's children and the waiting on Him performing the miracles for them is what causes these testimonies to come to pass, right? And that is why a song like this can be written, because someone had faith and someone waited on God, right? That they're saying this, like, listen, fairy tales are mystical, but I know that I have a God in heaven that definitely works miracles and that can bring the dead to life. Because if doctors in their human power cannot fix a situation, right? Trust me, the doctor of all doctors can definitely step in and change that. And I really admire the faith of those people. And I really want us to really take a page out of their book and realize that if we just wait and have faith, we can see God work miracles for us, that we can be even giving testimonies like this. Okay, verse 2 says, I've never seen a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but I've got a promise I can hold. In the middle of the struggle, God, if you said it, you will perform it. May not be how I want you to, but here's what I'll do. And it heads on into the chorus, which it says, I'm going to wait on you. I've tasted your goodness. I'll trust in your promise. I'm going to wait on you. And it's repeated, right? Let's go back to verse 2. But I've got a promise I can hold on. Like, we don't have to believe in the luck of the Irish or Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms is a cornflakes. I really don't know. I don't remember what it's it's referred to. I think it's Look of the Irish, but that's also a song, not a song, a movie. But anyways, um, we don't have to think that, okay, we need to chase to the end of a rainbow to get luck. We already have blessings that are promised to us. And if we but just believe and wait, we will see that God will definitely come through. And always, we always have in our mind the way that we want Him to work. But if you submit to God's will, you realize that He won't work in the way you think you want Him to work. He'll work in the way that He thinks is best for you. And trust me, I am a living testament of that. Because the way He's working out things in my life, slowly but surely right now, it's like, that's not what I designed for my life. But His design is way better. And I'm just grateful for it. I'm just grateful to Him, right? And that's because I've waited, right? I've waited. And if you know me, you know that I have waited. And waiting is not easy. It's really not easy, guys. But it is worth it. And you are going to go through struggles. That, as the song said, you are going to go through struggles. And you're going to want to give up on God. And you're going to want to just throw in the towel. But if you just persist and ask God to ensure that you don't step out of His will, He will cause every single situation, literally, just speaking from experience, He will literally put His hand and block everything that is not according to His will. Even when you are purposely trying to step out of His will in anger, right? So just wait on God and pray the prayer that He'll block everything that's not according to His will. I told you that's a very hard prayer to pray, but trust me, it is worth it when you're staying in God's will. It says, and then verse 3, it says, I know you've ordered every step, yea, you are the author, and there's no predicting what is next, but you hold the future, and all the questions, they come second to the one I know is true. Yeah, you've always been true, right? And I can definitely resonate with this verse because, especially with med school, I'm like, I am not qualified to do this, right? And in my incompetence, as I thought then, I didn't know that this would be the desire of my heart. Like, God knew me more than I knew myself. And He knew why He whispered in my ear that day and said, Shani, do medicine. And He knew why He stopped everything. And even though I was questioning every single part of Him and every single thing out of the situation, out of the struggles for those 2 years, right? And now I can even say up to this 5-year mark, that now I'm seeing and experiencing medicine in such a great way. It's like, whoa, I never thought I would love this career path like this. And I do. Like, it's truly my heart's desire, and it makes me so happy, right? And God knew that. And if you just waited, just waited, and I'm glad He caused everything to happen that I waited on Him, I can now see that His will for my life was the best choice I could ever make for me, right? And we ought to just wait on God. And it goes into the chorus again, and then it has an interlude. It says, oh, it's the least I can do is wait on you. Wait on you. What else is there to do? I'm going to wait. Yeah, and it's repeated. Guys, God is waiting on us for a very, very long time. Like, a long time. And we often don't realize that He's waiting for us to see Him as our creator or sustainer or provider or savior, and many, many more. He is there. He is there taking the hurt, the pain, that we are giving him on a daily basis, and still he is patient and waiting on us. Like, that is what this part of the song is saying. Like, it's the least I can do to reciprocate that wait for you, right? To reciprocate just waiting a moment to see your hand move in my life. Because a moment compared to, it seems like a lifetime that he has been waiting for us to make up our minds and come to him and truly dedicate our lives to him. It just seems like, what really more can we offer him than to just wait and just endure the struggle? Like, as the Bible says, we can feel nothing compared to what he felt. He is touched with the feelings of our infirmities. Like, he knows what we're going through, and he went through worse than what we went through, guys. So come on, just waiting a moment for him is no big deal. Being disciplined and consistent in the wait for him to see his hand move, that we can have testimonies like verse 1, and we can see his promises fulfilled like verse 2, and even in the questions like verse 3, we can see his hand in our lives. It's really the least that we can do, and that is to wait on God, right? And then my favorite part, I think, if you already know this song, you know that this part is like the most beautiful instrumentality that you could ever hear. Well, actually, Maverick City, they actually do have great players, like piano players. Like, I just love the melody in their song. But ooh, the way the soundtrack changed in this moment for the bridge, I was like, oh, whoa, you know. And it says, so wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord. And it's such a beautiful, airy, like, you know, hummingbird, like you hear the birds singing in the morning. It's so airy and peaceful and beautiful, just the way they played these notes, right? And it says, so wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord. It's an encouragement. Wait on the Lord. He will renew your strength. So wait, I say. And it's like, everything is just the truth here. But you see why I love this song and it's in my playlist? Because during the time that I'm still waiting, as a matter of fact, and just listening to these songs, reading my Bible, having a relationship with God, talking to him, ensuring that I keep my relationship with him very strong, my strength is renewed day by day. That sometimes I'm like, how am I even doing this? I was even relaying to a friend yesterday that these things were happening in my life since like 2020. And the person was like, the person was like, huh? And you are here smiling and laughing, and you wouldn't even think that this is happening. I wouldn't even think that that's happening to you, Shani. I'm like, oh, okay, that's good. And that is the strength of the Lord in my life, renewing me on a day-to-day basis. Because, trust me, life is not easy. Okay? Life is not easy, guys. But with God, all things are possible. Living through this life and all it has to offer, only God can allow us to go by day, honestly. And it's because he renews our strength when we wait on him. He knows it's not easy. He knows it's not easy to wait and to go through the struggles, but we have to be reminded we have an enemy that is seeking to kill, to destroy, to devour us. But God is by our side to protect us, and eventually, just eventually, we will see him work it out. Just be patient. And it's those that are patient and endure to the end that will see the working of God in their lives, right? And then it goes on to the chorus and then to the bridge again, and then it has a second interlude. I told you this song is long. It says, somebody worship while you wait. I'm just going to read it out because it's like just an empowerment, right? It says, somebody worship while you wait. Strength is rising. Faith is rising. Hope is rising. Like when you're waiting on God and you are worshiping and praising God in the struggle, this is exactly what is happening. Strength is rising, your faith is rising, your hope is rising. I told you, I walk around school every day, and by the end of my walk, I am renewed with the strength of God, either by just talking to Him in silence, walking in silence, or pounding the music in my ear. I'm telling you, it is worth it. By the time I return to my room, I am like, yes, I'm pumped again for another day. Spending time with God is important if you are waiting on Him. Trust me, it is key. It is key, guys. It is key. Very important. It says, you mount up on wings as eagles. You shall walk, not get weary. You shall run, but not faint. Just wait on the Lord. Wait. You should just wait. Instead of trying in your own strength, instead of calculating what will happen if you go wrong, my steps are ordered by the Lord. I should just wait. And that's the second interlude. There was an outro. Please go and listen to it, and you'll hear the outro because this song is long. Okay, right? So, guys, wait on God, and may this song be an empowerment to you and a reminder to you on a daily basis that waiting on God is always worth it. It's going to be hard, but it's worth it. And if we just wait, He will renew our strength. We'll see the miracles that we need to see. We'll see Him bring His promises to pass. And just trust that God is God. And again, the chorus, it says, I'm going to wait on you. I've tasted your goodness. I know each and every one of us has tasted the goodness of God, and that is why we chose to follow Him. The goodness that you tasted at that time is the same goodness and even better that we are going to taste if we just wait on God and just be reminded constantly of what He did in the past and how if He did it then, He can do it and far greater in the future, right? And it says, I'll trust in your promise. Trust is a big factor in waiting, because if you don't trust someone, you will definitely not see the need to wait on them, right? And it says, I'm gonna wait on you. Are you going to wait on God? Seriously, guys. We need to, like, I think this also needs to be a resolution for 2023. Waiting on God. And it ties well to consistency, because waiting and consistency is coupled with discipline, actually. So those three, the trifactor, is key to seeing God working in our lives, right? And submission, so quadruplets. Right? Submission / humility, being consistent, being disciplined, and waiting. Definitely, you'll see God work for you. Okay? I'm sorry this is such a long devotional, but please go listen to this song and start your journey with God and wait for Him. Okay, guys? It's the least we can do. All right? I'll see you on Thursday for Bible study. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's encouragement, and I hope you guys are ready for the day ahead. Now do me a favor and press that like button and subscribe button if you are new, so that we can get more of this positive Christian content out into the world, okay? And I'll link my daily devotional playlist right here and my Let's Talk playlist if you want to tackle some social issues, okay? So have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.